Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Nvidia report for Monday, September 15th, 2025. I'm going to show the triple Q right out of the gates. The NASDAQ 100, same story. We pushed above its 2.5-year channel top last Friday, but did not close above it by a 1% margin, well inside the 1% range. Deserves another day, another week, deserves more time to see whether or not we have an upside breakout in the triple Q and the NASDAQ 100. Until then, this is an area that can be sold in terms of anticipating the possibility of bearish rotation into later year. Just keep that in mind. I'm not going to give you the exact price because we have enough wickedstocks.com subscribers who actually pay for that information. Just want to at least mention the scenario here. And so where are we now with respect to Nvidia? You know, I've weighted this descending channel top, this 1 month channel top at 179.74 as our buy signal as we move into later year. Now, just know that, of course, 184.05, a 5-month former channel bottom, can contain daily buying pressures. If we happen to push through or open above 179.74, 184.05 is in reach and able to contain buying for the rest of the day. So there's a day trade unto itself. But in terms of a kind of a what I would call a 2 to 3 month investment, if you will, or a longer term position trade, that would come into play with a settlement above 179.74. I would then anticipate the 219.64 region over the next 2 to 3 months. So I think it's as simple as that right now, that our pivot point through October and into later year is actually 179.74. Now, several days ago, last week, I combined 179.74 with 184.05. If you would rather buy the market with a settlement above 184.05, I have no problem with that. That is certainly a safer bet. But the way I see this setting up, you've got a descending channel top at the top of an all-time move, all-time high move. Closing above 179.74 is your classic indication of bull trend resumption. 184.05 likely within a day or two, possibly intraday. 192.28 would be in reach by the end of next week, perhaps. And as I say, by the end of the year, with a settlement today above 179.74, I could see 219.64. Now, on a week-by-week basis, I do, of course, want to see the market also close the week up in these higher price points. So if we get a settlement today above 179.74, yes, as the week goes by, I will also want to see a settlement later in the week above the 184.05 channel bottom that will lend support, underscore the possibility for reaching that 219.64 area by the end of the year. Until then, this is a market that is very susceptible to falling back. You can sell 179.74, anticipating the upper 160s again over the next week or two. 168.79 is once again the convergence, really. Where is that convergence? Here it is, between a rising 1/3 speed line that held the lows about a week and a half ago and this former horizontal channel bottom. So 168.79 to 169.15 in reach over the next week or two, holding below 179.74. That is the 1 to 2 week time frame to the downside. The upside, the 1 to 2 week time frame, if we close above 179.74, I would expect 192.28 within a matter of a week or two.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the triple Q, and Nvidia, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
192.28 is shown here. That is a swing trade from that 184.48 high, the all-time high from early August, against 164.07, the pullback low, 3/8 of that distance above 184.48 takes you to 192.28. It's a wave count only capable, in my opinion, of containing daily highs, a stopping point on the way up to higher trade anticipated, not only into October, but through the rest of the year, really. If we close today above 179.74, hold that into later week, and ideally, quite honestly, this former channel bottom is rising on a daily basis, 184.05. I think if we just close the week, and I'll probably will amend these levels as we continue into later week, if we close above 184.48 on Friday, after closing Monday, for instance, above 179.74, that is sort of your confirmation for bullish continuation through the rest of the year. 219.64 expected within 2 to 3 months realistically. Under that scenario, I would anticipate the triple Q would also throw off a valid buy signal by closing above its 2.5-year channel structure by a full 1% margin, which once again, it did not do last week. On the way down today, I do have 172.92, this former channel top that we gapped above. I think that was Tuesday, or was it Wednesday of last week? It can contain intraday selling pressures, possibly for the day itself. It is in reach today below 179.74, but once again, below 179.74, you as a 3 to 5 day swing trader, I think can anticipate 171.87. And a 1 to 2 week swing trader can anticipate, once again, the upper 160s. You've got that 168.79 and 169.15 region, rising 1/3 speed line, still a valid line study, and the former channel bottom. This is the area, by the way, and it's probably the last concept I'm going to roll with, is if we were to close below the upper 160s over the next week or two, we actually have a good high through October. We would then anticipate the 148.94 level within 3 to 5 weeks or less of closing below 168.79. This 148.94 level is attainable. I mean, big picture, holding below 179.74, which is once again this descending channel top. Unless we can close above this channel top, the channel bottom, as you can see, I don't know exactly where it is. We're not there yet. But over time, as we move into October, the channel bottom is approaching the upper 140s. So that's worth noting. You know, this could be a 3 to 5 week downside in and of itself below 179.74, 148.94, not out of the question by the end of October. But it really was, in terms of clarity on anticipating 148.94, I think it really does come down to whether or not we close below the 168.79 level in the coming days. That is your go with on weakness. But I don't have a problem if you're kind of a 3 to 5 week swing trader of being short or selling 179.74 and holding out for the upper 140s as a possibility, maybe trimming some, taking some of that profit in the upper 160s, as I've already outlined. I think that pretty much rounds it out. All of the minor points have been carefully chosen. All are valid levels I could point to right now, but I think I've spent enough time articulating all of the big picture stuff, and I am just going to leave it at that for Monday's daily Nvidia report. You have a great day.